And it's not just abortion, it's not just reproductive freedom, it's just about everything else. So we've talked at length about Project 2025, 900 some odd pages. It is literally a blueprint, a script, because I'm from Hollywood, but it's a blueprint to destroy our country. It's a blueprint to destroy our very way of life. And it's all in there. It literally is all in there. And it's not just, the big things like taking your freedom away, taking your vote away, but it's benefits. It's benefits for food, benefits for veterans. It's everyday things that people rely on for their government. But as it relates to abortion, it is a full-on ban. Whether they get it through Congress or the Comstock Act, which is a law from the 1800s, they will stop at nothing with Project 2025 to get what these extremists want, which is a full-blown abortion ban, control of women, control of families, and we're not going to take it. And just because I'm still a lawyer at heart, I read these opinions, including the concurring opinions. So in Dobbs, which was the opinion that overturned Roe v. Wade, there was a concurring opinion by Justice Thomas. He actually had time to write this one, but it's pretty horrible because Justice Thomas basically said any other right to privacy based on the Griswold case, which was what Roe v. Wade was based on. Let's take a look at that. That's now at risk. And what does that mean? The right to love who you want to love, the right to marry who you want to marry, the right to contraception. Basically what her husband always talks about, all those things that are in your bedroom, in your medicine closet, which he says, stay the hell out of there. That's what they're trying to get to. It's already in the Supreme Court's decision. That's what Project 2025 wants. That's what the Supreme Court wants. So who do you want picking the next Supreme Court justices? You got it. You got it. And I've talked a lot about this. This fight for reproductive freedom, this is not just a fight for women. It's not a fight only about women. This is for all of us. This is for men. This is for families. Everybody needs to care about this. I've talked at length with my daughter Ella since that fateful text, but I've also talked to Cole about it at length. Cole's 29 now. He just got married. His wife Greenlee's from Texas. Do you think they want to move to Texas at some point with a 6-week ban and they're trying to plan a family? I talked to one of the group chats I have is a bunch of dads, and we just chat. Well, mostly they make fun of me, but it's also just we talk about our families, we talk about our kids, and we all have sons and daughters, and we're concerned about them as it relates to this issue. So I'm talking about this with my dad friends. I'm talking about it with both my kids, and I've traveled around the country since Dobbs came out, talking about this issue and talking to men. I've done numerous events with this group called Men for Choice, and these are, a lot of them are young men in college, just out of college, and they know, one, it's just not fair. Women should not be treated as less than. They should not have less rights than men. But they also know that this issue impacts them and these other freedoms that we're talking about. So I know I'm going to continue to talk about this, whether I'm second gentleman, the first gentleman, or just Cole and Ella's dad, because it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. And to quote Kamala once again, because she's very quotable, we need to be a nation that trusts women. And I know I do. And as president, Kamala Harris will protect abortion access and reproductive rights in all 50 states. And if we do really well in this election, which we really need to and we have to, and Congress will pass a bill to restore reproductive freedom nationwide, she will sign it. So this election, on so many levels, is binary. Two guys who actually not only don't trust women, but are literally running on a platform of authoritarianism and misogyny. That literally should be their slogan, because that's what it is. So you want, people who literally are outwardly misogynistic in their policies and the way they talk about women and the policies in which they have already enacted and have talked about enacting, or Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. It's completely binary.